Hey babes, today we'll be going over 3 ways you can increase the intensity of your workout without having to spend more time at the gym. If you've been feeling like your workouts have just been too easy for you and you're ready to really take the next step up, this video is for you. Timestamps will be in the description. Let's get started. First up, let's talk about time under tension, aka TUT. Time under tension is simply the amount of time the muscle you're targeting is activated or contracted during an exercise. While utilizing time under tension doesn't have much science to back it up, when it comes to building muscle specifically, it can definitely be used to help you progress with your training. For example, if you're struggling to increase the weight for an exercise, you can implement different time under tension methods to help you get to that next weight up. How and when you should incorporate various methods of time under tension will be completely up to your personal goals and needs. Today we'll be going over 3 ways to incorporate time under tension, including a pause or hold, eccentrics, and concentrics. All of these methods can be used for any exercise, but I'll give examples of a few for each one. First, include a pause or hold during the rep of an exercise. For example, when doing a bicep curl, pause once you've fully contracted your bicep muscles and hold it there. I would say a standard pause or hold would be anywhere from 1 to 3 seconds long. Once you've hit the desired length of your hold, go ahead and resume the exercise as normal. If you wanted to incorporate a pause during squats, simply pause for 1 to 3 seconds when you hit the lowest point of your squat before going back up. For leg extensions, hold at the top when your quads are fully contracted before lowering the weight back down. Next, utilizing longer eccentrics, aka negatives. This is the part of the exercise where the muscle you're working is elongating and returning back to its resting position. The eccentric can be as long as you'd like, but I'd say 2 to 3 seconds is typical. For example, when doing bicep curls, lower the weight back down after curling it up using a 1, 2, 3 second tempo. Or when doing hamstring curls, lower the weight back down at a slower rate versus just dropping the weight back down. For leg extensions, lower your feet back down using a slower tempo if you want to utilize a negative for these. Lastly, use longer concentrics. This is the part of the exercise where you're typically contracting the muscle you're targeting and that muscle shortens. Just like eccentrics, using a longer concentric is usually done for 2 to 3 seconds, although you can lengthen this time frame as well. For example, when doing bicep curls, contract your biceps to lift the weight up using a 1, 2, 3 second tempo. This would probably be the least popular method out of these 3, but it can have its time and place depending on what your goals are. You can even combine all these methods together to make the exercise you're doing even more challenging. Again, all of these techniques can really be used on any exercise to help increase the intensity of the exercise. When strategically implemented into your workout plan, they can definitely help you progress with your training as well. All the pieces I'm wearing today are from Honor Active. The black outfit is a timeless leggings paired with the everyday sports bra, both in a size medium. The timeless leggings are truly your classic workout legging that never goes out of style, except Honor has perfected the fit and details so that it shows off the booty gains with no camel toe issues. The material is also super duper soft and very luxe feeling. If you've never gotten anything from Honor Active before, this set is literally a great investment piece that I know you'll wear forever and will never go out of style. This other set I'm wearing is the Honor Active Effortless Leggings and Effortless Strappy Bralettes, both in the color Wash Cool Brown, size medium. These are my personal favorite leggings and are an amazing choice if you prefer more compression. Absolutely love everything Honor Active. I actually just flew out with them to LA to celebrate their 3rd birthday. My vlog on the trip will be up later next month, so be on the lookout for that. You guys already know, shop through my Honor Active link to help support your girl and let Honor know that I sent you if you ever pick anything up from them. Thank you guys. The second way to make your workouts more intense is to have a set tool to help you gauge how much strength or weight you should be using for an exercise. This way, you're being very intentional about how you're using your energy throughout your workout to really maximize your workout and help you progress. The 3 strength/weight gauging methods we'll be talking about today are RIR, RPE, and 1 rep max. Just like time under tension, these techniques can really be used on any exercise and each has their time and place to help you make your workouts more challenging so that you can continue to progress along your weightlifting journey. RIR stands for reps in reserve. This is the number of reps you should be able to perform after a set of an exercise. For example, when performing an exercise at 4 sets of 8 reps at 2 RIR, that means that by the end of the 8 reps of each set, you want to be able to do only 2 more reps and nothing more than that. If you could easily do 3 or more reps with good form, increase the weight. I find that many people who feel like their rest times are too long or that a workout is easy are often not using weights that are challenging enough for them. Even a 4 exercise workout can be a great effective workout if you're exerting the proper amount of energy. Using RIRs helps to make sure that you know exactly how much energy you should have left after a set, which helps you know how much weight to use during the set. Since this is probably the easiest technique to explain and use for most people, this is the one I use the most when creating workouts for you guys here online, and if you're familiar with my channel, then you likely already know how to use RIR. Next, similar to RIR is RPE. RPE stands for Rating of Perceived Exertion, which is an actual scale that measures how hard someone feels like they're working during an exercise. The scale goes like this. RPE 10 is your maximum effort and the highest level of difficulty. RPE 8 to 9 is still very difficult, but you could probably push out 1 more rep after completing a set, but not much more than that. RPE 6 to 7 is still rigorous, but you could probably do 2 to 3 more reps still. RPE 4 to 5 is still a little bit of a challenge, but you probably have a good amount of reps left in you. RPE level 0 to 3 is when you really don't feel as though you're having to put too much effort at all into the exercise. Putting this into use, if your program has you doing squats for 4 sets of 4 reps at RPE 7, then you should be using a weight so that by the end of each set of 4 reps, you could do 3 to 4 more reps. If you're doing bench press for 4 sets of 10 reps at RPE 9, you're going to be using a weight that by the end of each set of 10 reps, you could probably do 1 more rep or even a half rep. For RPE 10, this would be 1/2 to 0 reps left. RPE 5, I would say, is rarely to never use, but it is common for lifters to use RPE 5 to 6 during deload weeks. Typically, deload weeks are structured into different phases of a workout program and before competition like powerlifting, but that's a whole nother topic for another time. I would say that RPE is often more so used for compound lifts like squats, deadlifts, and bench press, but it still can be used for any exercise. I would also consider it a more advanced technique to use because it often takes a bit more experience to properly know how much energy you feel as though you're exerting during an exercise. Regardless, all of the ones we discussed today are great and have their time and place. Lastly, let's talk about 1RM. 1RM stands for 1 rep max. This is the maximum amount of weight you can lift for 1 rep of an exercise. If you were to literally add just 1 more pound, you would not be able to execute the exercise with that weight. You can use online calculators to calculate your 1 rep max numbers for you. However, I found that the most accurate way to find your 1 rep max is to simply test it out at the gym. Of course, using caution and going with a gym partner as well for safety. From here, you can use your 1 rep max to gauge your weights for future exercises. For example, if your 1 rep max for deadlifts was 160 pounds and you were to do 4 sets of 4 reps of deadlifts at 75% 1 rep max, that would mean you should use a weight of about 120 pounds total. This is also most commonly used for your compound movements like squats, deadlifts, and bench press, but it can be used for other exercises as well. For comparison, RPE 10 would be like 100% rep max and an RIR of 0. For our final way to make your workout more challenging without adding extra time to it, we have refining your form. Refining your form is one of the simplest but best ways to increase the intensity of your workouts. No matter what your skill level is or how long you've been going to the gym, no one's form is perfect for every single exercise, and we all have to continuously work on our form in order to progress. Improving our form often allows for more progression with the exercise to lift heavier, which in turn leads to more gains for you as well. Otherwise, simply being aware of your form, recording yourself, watching your movements, and stepping into the gym week after week to fine-tune your form and make changes so that you can get better and better with each workout. Refining your form may sound boring and tedious, which it can be, but to me, utilizing good form and being aware of how your body is moving is one of the things that I think really sets apart a more advanced lifter who truly cares about their craft. I always say that good form is always more impressive than lifting heavy, and I truly believe that. And of course, you guys know I always have your back, and I have a ton of videos on exercise form. Check out my exercise form playlist that I'll link down below, and it has a bunch of videos going over step-by-step tutorials, mistakes to avoid, etc. when doing a bunch of different exercises. And those are all 3 of the ways you can make your workouts more difficult without spending more time at the gym, guys. All of these methods are great and they each have their time and place. However, I know that after watching this video and consuming this information, it can be difficult and overwhelming to know exactly how to strategically implement them into your workout routine to really maximize their benefits. If you're serious about progressing with your training and want to learn how to use these methods effectively and to increase your performance, this is something that I love to do with all of my clients. I've handpicked take every single exercise for each of my clients and structure their training so that they can continue to progress week by week and month by month and minimize plateaus. If you'd be interested in working together to reach your fitness goals through my one-on-one coaching, click the link in the description to apply and get started. And that's all for today's video, guys. Have you tried any of these 3 methods? How else do you like to make your workouts more challenging? Do you have any other questions for me on this topic? Let me know in a comment down below. Thanks so much for stopping by, and make sure to click that thumbs up button if you found this video helpful. Don't forget to also subscribe and click that notification bell to stay up to date on my latest videos so that you can continue leveling up your lifting game. See you guys in the next one.